Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What we got for Gemini? Gemini. 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 Ten of Hazards. Okay. Happy life, happy family life. Let's see what else we got. Temperance in the reverse. Okay. The Knight of Swords. All right. Tell me more about the Ten of Hazards, please. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay. Temperance in the reverse. Please tell me more about Temperance in the reverse. The Nine of Hazards. All right, what about the Knight of Swords? The Knight of Cups. All right. So the first two cards that we have out are the Ten of Hazards, or the Ten of Pentacles. And to further explain that, this card came out in the reverse is the Wheel of Fortune. So these two cards coming out together right away, I'm hearing you took your shot and you ended up winning. Especially when it comes to your family. Like, you're not like crazy rich or like crazy abundant or anything. Well, you are, but like not in like other people's standards of what abundant would be or what rich would be. Like, you have everything you can need or want taken care of as far as your family's concerned. You have a roof over your head. You have all the food or beverages. You have warmth, clothing. You even have a little puppy, and you have servants. And these servants are unlikely because they're not really, they're zombies, so they wouldn't want to serve you. They would want to eat you, but somehow you worked it out so that they are serving you, that you guys have an agreement, which is something that most people would find hard to figure out, but somehow you figured it out. And the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, and this particular Wheel of Fortune is like, it's like a game. Well, that's what life is. It's a game. So it's interesting. I'm hearing that maybe the personification of what your home life and your life is like is maybe a front, fake, unrealistic. So like, it doesn't really make sense, but somehow you make it work. You make your own fortune is what I just heard. Okay. And going here, so we have Temperance, which actually came out in the reverse, and this is one of those cards that works either way, right? And then we have, to further explain, the Temperance card is the Nine of Hazards, or the Nine of Pentacles. So right away I'm hearing You can take that how you want to, is that you took your chances with the virus instead of the shot. I just heard pure blood. That you went with a natural course of evolution and didn't choose to inject things into your body. Because that's what everyone else was doing, right? That's what the man was doing. See how it's a guy? It's the man. Zombie feed. Dead Mart. Train zombies. Dead Mart. So this is kind of funny because it's like showing like people purchasing zombies. Trained zombies for like their groceries, like their commodity. So I'm hearing you opted out of that. I'm gonna come back to that. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups simultaneously, which is like so crazy contradicting, but it's like something is definitely coming towards you. It's most likely a person, most likely a man or a masculine figure. Somebody who is, when they're serious as fuck, and when they're playing, they work hard and they play hard. That's what I'm hearing. This could be talking about you or somebody that's coming towards you. Normally with the knights, it's talking about an energy that's moving from point A to point B. So that's why I say it's somebody coming towards you. It could be you moving from being super serious to all play. But then again, you're Gemini, so this literally just could be you. You know, simultaneously at the same time, because that's how Geminis are. Okay, interesting. Let's get a little further clarification here. Can you tell me more about the 10 of Hazards and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? Hold up. I'm gonna shuffle this. I didn't shuffle this the last time I used it. Just so you know, the Three of Wands came out, and it was the first card I pulled the last time I used this deck. So, we're gonna shuffle. Alright. Let's see. Tell me more, please, about the 10 of Hazards and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse for Gemini. We got the Knight of Swords again. So this is someone coming in hot, coming in fast, and like on a mission. So maybe that's why the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. Like, so far you've been fortunate enough to have this type of situation, making it work through adversity where other people don't know how you do it. And the thing that's unfortunate is somebody's coming in hot and trying to wreck it, or coming in with like a message. I'm hearing like a fight, a battle, especially with this other Knight of Swords being that one. Like, somebody's coming in to like argue with you or to settle an old score. And it has something to do with your home life. I just heard a brother or father. somebody that might be a womanizer, because the Knight of Cups came out here to explain the Knight of Swords, which this is fuckboy energy, aka a womanizer. I'm hearing somebody that you don't necessarily respect, but there's somebody that you have in your life that you've kind of kept at a distance. That's why they're coming towards you. Okay. Whoa there. Oh, that came out real fast. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. This card came out next to describe the next set of cards, which is Temperance in the reverse and the Nine of Hazards, or the Nine of Pentacles. They look like they're being a magician, right? Came out in the reverse. And this isn't the magician card. It's the Ace of Wands. So oy vey. I'm hearing there's some type of ending. There is an action that's gonna happen, that's gonna bring something to an end. And what I think it's gonna bring to an end is like this illusion of, well, this is how the world is now. Because the world is out of balance. The Temperance card in the reverse it's out of balance. And some type of action, some type of event, some type of information is going to it's gonna bring an end to something, or it's gonna bring an end to being stagnant. Right, that's what I'm hearing. It's like an end to being stagnant, because you already know that shit's fucked up, and you're kind of over it. So let's see. Tell me more about the that's a lot, but okay. Again, I've used this deck many times and I've never seen this card come out. It's kind of crazy. So, to explain the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, we've got Justice. We've got the Emperor. The Queen of Cups. And the Five of Swords, which came out in the reverse. Okay, so let me just put these back in order. I feel like this is like two worlds colliding, which makes sense again because this is for Gemini. The constant state of being for Geminis is a type of balance, but it's only a balance that they understand because they're always of two minds, and they find a way to balance it, which again reflects here with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. But there's a time and place for everything, including you, Gemini. And the Emperor coming in with the Justice card is talking about law and order, the way things, it's more than just law and order, because justice is blind. Justice, see, his eyes are closed. Justice makes its choices based off of truth, whether that be the feels or the facts. It's never opinion. And the Emperor is all about law and order, is all about structure, is all about creating order from chaos, which Geminis are very good at that, creating order from chaos, but they're also really good at creating chaos. And they know how to maneuver and weave and all that stuff. So I'm kind of feeling like there's something that's going to be happening that might put you out of your element, which for most people would be comforting, but for you is kind of gonna throw shit off balance for you. But it's actually gonna put things back into balance because the Temperance was in the reverse. So, and with this particular Temperance card, because it's showing a shot, and a zombie and a human and blood and like disease. I don't think I really need to say what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. There's information that's going to come out that's going to change everything, and you're not the exception, Gemini. You're going to be affected as well, whether you like it or not, and you're not going to like it. That's what I'm hearing, because you like to be the weaver of chaos. But you are going to be the string that the spider weaves into his web of order. And we also have, to further explain all these two knights here that are like opposing, is the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm hearing you're done fighting. It's like you're fighting yourself, because it's in your nature to be this way, but you realize, and you've known for some time, that it doesn't really work for you. But you don't know how to be a different way. But with the Queen of Cups coming out here, I feel like it's saying that you need to look inward. You need to look to your feelings, your emotions. It's easy for you to separate your emotions and logic. So I feel like this is telling you to focus on your emotions and let the world sort itself out, because it's going to, with the Justice and the Emperor here. And that's the easiest way for you not to be in conflict, to the change, because the fives always talk about change. And with this being the Five of Swords, even though it's depicting a fiery, if you know anything about the show Adventure Time, this is the Fire King of the Fire Kingdom, and he's not a good guy. He's like kind of harmless, but not really. He's kind of fucked up. But there are squirrels fighting him right now. There are squirrels fighting him. And he's like, yeah. You're not about that. And the reason why you're not about that is because you like the squirrels, you like little critters, you like life, you like love, you love. And you're starting to pay attention to those things, because those things are mattering more to you than they used to in the past. Okay. Final messages for Gemini. Oh. Villain. You can always rewrite your story. I think that's appropriate. You can always rewrite your story. You can choose to be destructive or not. And like you see, there's like music notes coming from the shell. So when you're choosing to be in a destructive state, you're doing more than just killing one thing or destroying one thing. And I think the importance of this journey that you're currently on is recognizing it and understanding that. You get at least one more card. Castle. It's time for healing, not for war. It's time for healing, not for war. not for war. This is almost a type of war. Well, this is a type of warfare also. And then buying into their ideologies. It's warfare. It's a time for healing. It's a time for being and doing you and doing what makes you happy and doing what's fun and heal. And even though the world's like, look at this card, like it's reminiscent of the Five of Swords, I think, in this deck. It looks like the world was on fire and now the fire's out and it's just a smoky, ashy graveyard. But there you are, left to pick up the pieces. It's time for healing. Because those that took a different route might be gone. You might be alone in the world now when you weren't before. Especially the first card out was the Ten of Hazard, which is Ten of Pentacles. This person is not alone. And to further explain that was the Wheel of Fortune. In the reverse, so that means unfortunate circumstances befell your family, befell your home life. And you may have found yourself alone in the world. But that doesn't mean you have to be mean about it. That doesn't mean you have to be vindictive about it. That doesn't mean that because you're by yourself that you have to like be upset about that. It's like, pick up the pieces. You still have you. You're still here. You're still surviving. You're still living. You're still thriving. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be vengeful. But you do have to heal. Otherwise, it'll mean you're doomed. One more card. I know I said the last time one more card, but one more for final messages / advice for Gemini. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. So, just show you these cards. So we had, well, let's show it to you this way. The moon. The moon reveals secrets. The truth. It reveals the truth about you. It reveals the truth about everything. The moon pulls the tides. It shows things that should be obvious, but to most people they overlook. And then it's like this middle ground where it's like hazy and there is no sun and there is no moon and you're healing. And then the sun. Even still, even though the sun is there, she's still shielding herself. She's curled up in a little ball. She's trying to hide and she's got her bag there with her secret weapons, her protection. But she's not wearing it like an armor. It's just there for her when she needs it. And she's traveling. She's going somewhere. She's not being stagnant. She's not looking at the world around her and trying to make the best of it like she is here. She's moving on. This is about moving on. This is about healing. So yeah, I really feel like something definitely happened in the past. Something definitely happened in the past having to do with your family life. Probably surrounding the, you know, this thing. And how it changed everything. Especially when it comes to the economy and money. You're finding your way through it because you allowed yourself, you were honest with yourself and was like, I don't need to be the villain. I don't need to be the bad guy. and I'm going to give myself the space and opportunity to heal. And through that healing comes confidence, with time, with patience. Because that's not something that you can just magically snap your fingers and make happen. The magician is not out here. That's not something that you're within your power to do at this time. But that doesn't mean that you don't have the power to do what you need to do in your life and your growth to make things right for you. All right, that's my reading for Gemini. I hope you got something out of that. Thank you so much.